All right, doing a real quick video on some calculations, just early calculations in this sacrifice month. It's going to be a very interesting month watching the numbers, seeing how much is sacrificed. We're at $19.6 million right now sacrificed. It's I don't know how fast it's going up. I think it's gone up like a million since this morning. I think it was at 18 million something already this morning. So it's at 19,600,000 now. So it's going to be very interesting to see what finally gets sacrificed as the month progresses. We got some fantastic news this morning that everybody saw, everybody who was trying to sacrifice saw the price just plummeting yesterday. I mean, it started at 69 cents and by the end of the day or close to the middle of the day, it was like at 55 cents or something like that. So, that was significant for people, and it hurt. Already we were having trouble with the sacrifice, and then we see that. But Brian Legend and the team, being the awesome people that they are, have decided that everybody will get the 69-cent price. It was the highest price that SafuuX was at yesterday, and everybody's going to get that across the board no matter what time you sacrificed in the first 24 hours. So that was a really kind, generous thing for the team to do. They didn't have to do that. I mean, it's a free market after all. But they did it because they felt bad that, we were all having problems with the sacrifice, and just, it just goes to show you that they really do have our best interests at heart. And if you doubt that at this point, then I don't know what you're paying attention to. Because if you're paying attention to Brian Legend, you see he's done nothing but good for this community. So I'm not going to answer the phone on this video. Just going to let it ring. Anyways, so yeah, we're at 19.6 million right now, and today is day 2 of the bonuses. And sorry about the ringing. How many more times is it gonna ring? I don't know why anybody's calling me on my lunch break. I ain't gonna answer. Anyways, today is day 2. You still got a 45% multiplier plus the 24% multiplier if you're a SafuuX holder. So that's still, if that phone rings again, I'm gonna be really mad. Just so you know. Not really mad, but it's always aggravating when you hear it ringing for so long, and then you're like anticipating them calling a second time, as if like them getting a hold of you is a matter of life and death, which it never is. Anyways, so I just did some early math, very early math, and I'm just assuming, since the sacrifice amount is going up pretty slowly now, and as the month progresses, the multiplier is going to become less interesting, less attractive, that we might not see huge increases as the month progresses. And so my just guesstimate, early guesstimate, is that we're going to have $50 million sacrificed. $50 million sacrificed total this month. Now, 50 million plus the multiplier, which let's just do like a 60% multiplier, because there's going to be people using other cryptos to multiply, and there's going to be people, sacrificing using like later in the month. So we'll just do 60. Let's make it 65%. 65%. So 50 million, just an average. 50 million times 65% is 32,500,000. So that's 50 plus 32 would be 82,500,000. All right, divide that by 9, which is the price per SafuuX coin, and that gives you 9,166,000 SafuuX tokens. Let's just round this up to 10 million, just because it's going to make this math a lot simpler for me. So 10 million SafuuX tokens taken up at sacrifice. You sacrifice that 10 million from the 300 million that are available, and you're left with 290 million. Now, 75 million are automatically going to be put in the fire pit. Brian Legend said that. And then whatever is not taken at sacrifice of the 300 million is going to be added to the fire pit as well. So if 10 million tokens are taken at sacrifice, that means 290 million are going to be added to that 75 million going into the fire pit. So that's 365 million of the 375 million initial supply that are going to automatically be in the fire pit. So 365 divided by 375 is going to give us our percentage of the fire pit. It's going to start at 97.3%. 97.3% fire pit. This is a very early estimate, but that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. So let's see how many tokens that would give us. If there are 10 million tokens right at the beginning, what will that give us? Let's see, what 82. Let's make that a 0. I'm trying to make it so that there's 10 million SafuuX tokens right at the beginning. So just manipulating the numbers just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, let's make it 80 million. Man. 80, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever. It's at 10,400,000. All right, this is weird. Let's make it 79 million. 79 million. 78 million? How was my math so wrong? All right, so we got 10 million SafuuX right at the end of sacrifice month. We've got 10 million SafuuX we're taking up based on, this guesstimate so far. That will give us 36 million SafuuX coins at mainnet, because it almost quadruples. It multiplies 3.6 times, it looks like. Market cap 327 million. Now there's going to be 75 million coins, SafuuX coins, available for purchase at mainnet. So that will give us a grand total of 75 plus 36. Let me pull up my calculator again. 75 plus 36, 111. So based on this very, very early calculation, we're going to have a starting circulating supply of 111 million, which in the grand scheme of things in crypto is not that much. So 111 million coins for a blockchain, and with a fire pit of 97.3%, I would really be interested to see how the fire pit affects the circulating supply. If it starts going down from day one, I imagine that's what's going to happen, because having 97% of the supplies already being in the fire pit, I would imagine the circulating supply just starts decreasing from day one. So, and as we just go through that 375 billion of the total supply, it just keeps going right into the fire pit. So, which if you think the fire pit rebases at the same amount as everybody's tokens, so that's how the majority, and also 5% from each transaction, buying, selling, and transferring, is going to go into the fire pit until we reach the total supply. So that's, and the fire pit rebases at the same speed as everybody else's coins. So that's how that fire pit is going to consume, that enormous proportion of the circulating of the total supply. So 111 million on day one, and then it's going to start going down from there, and who knows how fast it'll go down. It's going to be fun to watch, though, let me tell you. And yeah, with 110 million, let's see if the price went to 1,000. What kind of market cap would that give us on day one? It would give us a market cap of, hold on a second. Okay, it'd give us a really high market cap. It'd give us a market cap of 1.5 trillion. 1.5 trillion if it went to $1,000 on day one with 111 million coins. Might be a bit ambitious, just a bit optimistic, but Bitcoin, Bitcoin was right underneath $1 trillion recently. So, the trillion mark is not unheard of in crypto. I mean, I guess it's unheard of up in the whole crypto market is well over $1 trillion. But let's see if the price went up to, let's say, $100 on day one, then we would have a market cap of 153 billion. 153 billion. That would be a 10x on day. Oh, wait. Sorry. Dang it. Rewind 30 seconds. I had it on day 179. That's why those numbers were so high. Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry. Okay. So if we had $1,000 on day one with that 111 million supply, okay, no, this is based on the 36 million. But if you, so we would have a market cap of 111 billion, roughly. 111 billion on day one. So sorry about that. Anyways, I got to get back to work. So just some early calculations, just, looking at this, having fun with it. And, if you do your math, your calculations on SafuuX calculator, we know a little bit more now. We know what the price was at sacrifice now. It was 69 cents if you did it on day one. So you can kind of do your calculations based on 69 cents and have some fun with that. See how much you'll have on day one and day 179 and whatnot. And forget about that 1.5 trillion talk I was mentioning. We'll get there. We will definitely get there and surpass it, but maybe not on day one, is all I'm saying. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching, as always.